What is son? Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Courtside C Show. Of course, you already know, it's your boy, Sean Slim God. Let's go ahead and get started. So last week I was talking about J.J. Hickson and how he got charged with armed robbery. Well, I got a little more information on that. Basically, he beats up a 17-year-old, puts a knife to his neck, you know what I'm saying, scuffle him up a little bit, and he ended up snatching $100K and a couple of other things. Well, the little 17-year-old ran across the street to the old little white lady and called the police, and of course they ended up finding J.J. Hickson. That was pretty much all the information I got from that. It doesn't really look good for J.J., but you know, like I said, man, I hope the way it's looking like he's not even gonna have enough funds to get the proper lawyer to get him out this situation. But, you know, my prayers, you know, goes out to him, and then I do hope he still fights this and, you know, get the best out of this situation. Nike and Uncle Drew, the movie, has come up with a clothing collection that's pretty slick, which kind of threw me by surprise. I never knew that you could come out with some clothes with the movie. So, you know, that was kind of a new thing for me. And he actually got a Kyrie 4 red carpet edition that's coming out with them. These look pretty lit, you know, like with all the other ones that came out, this colorway is actually pretty slick. So kudos to Uncle Drew, hope y'all go see that. And definitely kudos to the clothing collection for Uncle Drew. They look real slick. And of course the NBA draft. Now, the NBA draft really wasn't as slick as it was last year, but the ones that really caught my eye personally was the number 17 pick, Dante DiVincenzo from Villanueva. Yeah, he's the one that actually helped them win that championship last year. So he's actually going to Milwaukee. That should be good, but who knows? You know, I can't wait to see how he looks in the summer league. The Hawks end up picking up Trae Young, and the Dallas Mavericks end up picking up Luka Doncic. So Luka Doncic actually looks like a pretty lit superstar, man. And it looks like Trae Young is definitely gonna be a conflict with Dennis Schroeder. So I don't know how that's gonna go. Of course, we know the Hawks, they just find superstars and get rid of them. So I'm sure Trae Young's gonna be gone in the next 3 years, maybe 4 years. But kudos for the Hawks to pick up Trae Young, a superstar. You know, maybe we can start getting the arena sold out. Michael Porter Jr. actually got picked up as number 14. If you didn't know, in college, he didn't get a lot of PT, but when he did, he was balling out of control. So Michael Porter Jr. may be the key piece for the Nuggets this year to bring them to the playoffs. And of course, Aaron Holiday got the 22nd pick. He's going to the Pacers. The Holiday family and Mom Dukes from the Holiday family actually did the job, you know. So if you want the recipe, please check out the Holiday family. They could definitely put you on game. And then I want to actually get into the JBA. The actual annual season of the JBA started this week, and LaMelo Ball actually balled out his first game. He's with the LA Ballers. They played against the New York Ballers this week, and they actually put the smash down on them boys. I'm talking about LaMelo actually put up 40 points, like 11 rebounds and 9 assists. You know, and then again, these were 19-year-olds, and he's 16. So, you know, he was dunking on them. He was doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff, man. So real kudos to the JBA and having them young boys have a place to play and get paid. You know, I'm going to definitely be keeping my eye on that. And speaking of leagues in the offseason, the Big Three is also back. And that was pretty intense the first day back. Threes Company played against the Killer Threes, and Baron Davis just showed out. He put up 17 points with 9 rebounds, and he was really looking unstoppable out there with the threes and everything. So good looking out on Threes Company. They started off really good. The Three-Headed Monsters won by 2 against the Ghost Ballers. That was a really tight game. Reggie Davis was out there stunting, doing his thug dizzle. But the second best team from last year just pulled it off again, and Abdul Rauf really looks solid, bro. He really looks solid, man, at the age that he is. And Rashard Lewis looked the same way. So kudos to them. Power and the Ball Hogs played against each other, and it was real tight in the first half. But in the second half, Power just pulled it off. You know, with Big Baby Davis being added to the squad and Birdman, there was really no stopping them, man, in the paint. So I like the way Power set up their team, you know, to make sure that if you're going to win, you're going to beat us from shooting threes and not shooting in the paint. So kudos to that, and kudos to Power stunting out and stepping out real good. And last but not least, the champions of last year, Trilogy, actually they lost their first game of the season this year against Tri-State. With their new addition, Nate Robertson, wow, that was one of the best pickups they could have picked up. Tri-State looked like a completely different team. Amari Stoudemire was out there actually doing his thug dizzle too. But it was really the will of Nate Robertson and how he was out there stunting that really made everything work the way it did. And kudos to them, and I can't wait for the next week and how it's gonna play out. But other than that, of course, that's pretty much a wrap for this week. I definitely catch y'all next week. You know, the award show is coming up this week, so I'll definitely keep y'all in the loop with that. And we got one more week until free agency begins. So you already know, just stay tuned, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.